All right, so today what we're going to be doing is finishing your animal weavings. Many of you have this background weaving completed, and what you're going to be doing is the animal face on top. At the drive-thru, I have this idea sheet that shows you a bunch of different animals that you could do, but you don't have to do one of these. You could come up with your own animal to do and maybe plan it out in your sketchbook. For me today, I think I'm going to do the fox, so I'm going to put my background weaving off to the side for now and grab a big sheet of black paper. Now, when I look at most of these animals at the idea sheet, they are symmetrical, which means they're the same on both sides. And off to the side on the fox idea, it shows that it needs to have the paper folded in half. So I'm turning my paper tall like a building, vertical, and I'm folding it in half hot dog ways. And I am going to end up just drawing half of my fox face. Now, each thing that I cut will be the same on the other side. Now, what's different than other projects is I am going to use the outside edge of my fox face. So the middle is going to be scrap, and the outside edge is the piece that I'm going to end up using. Now, if you make a mistake and you accidentally use the outside edge, it's okay. Just grab another piece of paper and try again. So this fox face in the middle, this is extra. I'm going to put that to the side, and I want to use the outside edge. Okay. Now in the middle here, I need some details for my fox. I can use this extra middle piece as scrap and use that to cut out some of the shapes that are going to make my fox face. So things like my fox's nose I'm going to need, and that looks like almost an oval. So I'm leaving my paper folded in half, and I'm cutting out an oval. And I open it up and lay that out. My fox has some whiskers. I could cut out some whiskers. Whiskers are kind of like long rectangles. When I look at my fox's face also, he's got these kind of angry eyes. They look angry because the eyebrows are pointing down in, almost like a V. If you wanted to make your animal look a little bit happier, you might raise the eyebrows up. But my fox, he looks a little grumpy. He's got some angry eyes. Okay, so when I look at this idea sheet, I notice that there is some white to the eyes. So I've got this white paper pre-cut at the drive-thru too. I'm gonna fold that in half as well, so that I can make two eyes at once. Now all these pieces that I'm cutting out, they are going to get glued down to my weaving, but for me when I do collages, I like to lay everything out first and then glue at the very end. So that's how I like to do it. If you want to cut as you, or glue as you go, you could do that too. And when we glue, a dot's a lot. That's usually enough for me. All right, here comes these angry eyebrows. My fox looks pretty good. Now, if I want, I could do some inside parts for the ears. I could think about hair. When I glue things down like the whiskers or even like hair, I might even think about making it a little bit 3D. And I might put a dot of glue and then use my pencil to curl. That's up to you. Okay. Now, lastly, after everything is glued down, I want to make sure that my name and my hour is on the back. So if I'm in first hour, I would put my name and first hour in the back. And it can go by my first hour bin or my hours bin to dry for the day.